I don't know why I always revert to the chicken head. Bog, bog, chicken, chicken head. Hey, y'all. You guys are here, and we are here, and we in there. You feel me? Like, it just, everybody. Hey. My whole neck is itching. Child, why you start itching right now? Why your neck itching right now? What happened? Welcome to another episode of 1 Million Brave. I'm your host, Domo. How you doing? Y'all good? Are y'all good? Are y'all straight? We're not on episode 8, but that was a bar though. We're on episode 10. Um, what I'm gonna do? Ain't nothing to it but to do it. I mean, we're on episode 10. And you will win. My God. I'm just so grateful you guys are here. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. All right, so let's get into the house rules. No profanity. We don't do that on this show. I feel like this one lock because get it together. Okay, thank you. We don't do that. It's too many words. You feel me? It's too many words in the dictionary, and we're gonna use those instead of using it. Okay. Yeah. Also, no bashing of race, religion, gender, politics, or sexual preferences. Why? Because from one blood. He made all the nations. What are you saying, Domo? We're all family, like a giant tree branching out toward the sky. All y'all kinfolk, cousin, auntie them, sister them, grandma them, grandpa them. All y'all invited to the barbecue and tell them I sent you. Who gonna check for me? Who? Exactly. Ain't nobody gonna. Ain't nobody gonna check for me. What? What they gonna say? Exactly. Also, this show is called 1 Billion Brave because it represents the 1 billion people of the world that have a disability and or medical condition. Old heads catch on quick. Newcomers catch on. Because old heads already know. Newcomers catch on. Get you one of us in your circle. I mean, need I say more? Oh, okay. Get you one of us. We're top tier. Like, our community is top tier. And then, once you see my next guest, the tier is about to even raise higher. I mean, God, like at this point, it gets exhausting how top tier we are. Like it's tiring because, like, what more can we say? Oh, okay, Vars. It's just tiring how top tier we are. Like, what else? Goodness, we've tried so hard. We've tried to give the torch to other people, but it's just like, dang, y'all don't even know what to. We'll just go ahead and take it back. You feel me? I'm just saying. Because let me tell you, when you get your one of us, it's gonna be like, dang, Domo said it. I know. I've been saying it. What are y'all doing? It's cool over here. We're cool kids. You welcome. Don't 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 argue. Don't argue with me. I'm just telling you what it is. Okay. Also, this is a very important. I mean, hear me. This means that it's very important. This means that's very right. Hi, Mom Sonia. Love you. This means that's very important. We talk about Jesus Christ on this show. I don't know. They ain't over there. They ain't got nothing to do with me. But over here, JC is the way to be. Bars. Jesus Christ is better than white rice. Bars. The Lord of Lords is better than Fantastic Four. Are y'all getting it? Are y'all catching on? Because Jesus Christ always gonna be the number one stunner. Like he always gonna be number one. That's it. That's it. That's all. I'm just saying. You welcome. Also, this show is one of the very few shows that has a hostess with a disability that interviews guests with disabilities and or medical conditions. Oh, here's y'all already know. Here he is. Hey, I don't know who him is, but hey. This show is one of the very few shows that has a hostess with a disability that interviews guests with disabilities and or medical conditions. Um, I mean, we already know who we're going to talk to. Lady O, Tyler Perry, Mother Ava DuVernay. We got one more, Dr. Holly Carter. I'm coming to see all four of y'all. All four of y'all. Lady O, it's getting hot. Like, so we gonna be outside. We got to chop it up one time for the one time. Tea, no crumpets. I'm allergic to that because I don't really know what's in that. So we're gonna just don't have no cucumber sandwiches. Just give me some string cheese and we'll be all right. Also, thank you for your time. It's gonna be time to move on to Doctor Minister Bishop, huh? Tyler Perry. We gonna be chopping it up. My life, hey mom, my life alone. You're gonna have a never-ending series, cause it's always new. I'll wake up and you'll have a whole 9-part series, just straight up. Thank you for your time. Then it's gonna be time to get our locks done at Rockefeller. Me and Mother Ava DuVernay. I'm in chair 1, she in chair 2. I see you, bars. Thank you for your time. We got stuff to talk about. Then it's gonna be time to go to church. After praise and worship, after the word, Dr. Holly Carter, we about to be in the foyer, in the vestibule. We got stuff to talk about. It makes sense in my head. That's all I'm gonna say. In my head, it makes sense. And when it happens, hear me clear. When it happens, think it not strange. Think it not strange, because you be like, dang, Domo said that my words have power. Okay. Okay. So when it happens, you already know what's up. I'm still gonna be humble though. Just be very clear. I'm still gonna be humble. Just with a known name. I mean, that's it. That's it. That's it. Just my name's just gonna have a little weight to it. But I'm gonna still be humble. Okay, and I'm still gonna be the one being brave. And that's all. That's all. Period. All right, so as you guys know, we include all the cancer and all the awareness ribbons. We love breast cancer awareness. Nevertheless, there are more that we should acknowledge because we all dealing with something. So on this show, we acknowledge all the ribbons. So, Gabe, who is the awareness ribbon for this month? Please. Okay, June is National PTSD Awareness Month. What's the color, Domo? I'm glad you asked. Teal. Make it real. Bars. So for those that have PTSD, over here, we acknowledge you. We understand the fight. We may not go through it with you. Well, we may not go through it like literally, but we are a group of people over here that we gonna rock with you because we understand what it is to deal with a condition. We understand what it is to have a ribbon that you represent of awareness. So over here we got you. We got all the P's, we got all the T's, we got all the S's, and we got all the D's. We got all of them. All of them over here. We got you, big dog. All right, so woo, let's just dive right in, shall we? So last week when I was telling you about I just be doing too much, like I need to calm down. I need to calm down. The next day I decided to drop my phone on my foot. Now, for those that don't know, I have very, very, very sensitive feet. Like my feet are just, who don't do too much. Don't even look hard. Don't even look at them hard because something's gonna happen. And I'm in that big old boot, and I'm just like, it's just how. How? It's just so irritating. I just want my feet to be left alone. Now I got this big old boot. It's uncomfortable. It's tiring. It's heavy. It feels like a big old steel weight pound just weighs me down. Oh, that was a bar. I didn't even know. That's crazy. Y'all pray my strength. Jesus. Ooh, the life. That's why I said, Dr. Tyler Perry, listen, I wake up and it's going to be a 9-part series. My life is just never, it's just always something. It's always like, but wait, there's more. We leave on a cliffhanger because we never know what tomorrow may hold. Or we never know what the next 10 minutes may hold. Y'all pray my strength. Are y'all praying my strength? Because we going to keep the good fight of faith. But we also going to be careful because I ain't got time. I ain't got time to be in this big old pool. I got a marathon to run. I got a triathlon to run. I'm in the Paralympics. You feel me? So I got stuff to do. And I can't even go to training. Cause I got this big old boat on. I'm in all of the categories. I'll pray my strength. All right, so I am super excited about my next guest. Like super, super, super excited. As you guys know, y'all know on this show, I don't be knowing nothing about my guests. And I meet them the first 10 minutes before we go live. And I kind of like it that way. It's so fun. It's so mysterious. But I'm very, very grateful. Last week I told her that she was supposed to be on. Child, she wasn't. Because that's not when you schedule her. You schedule her for today. So you may want to keep up with who you schedule. Huh? My God. But I'm very, very grateful that she is going to grace us with her presence and share her story. All right, so without further ado, Destiny, come see me. Whoop, 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 whoop. Hey girl.
Hey,
How are you?
I'm great.
Good, good, good. Thank you again so, so much for gracing the stage. I definitely appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here. Thank you for having me.
No problem. All right, so let's get into it. Can you tell us where you're from and the name of your disability or medical condition?
Yes. Okay, so I'm from Brantford, Ontario, Canada.
What? Didn't know that.
Yeah.
It's
And my
cool.
disability is called arthrogryposis multiplex congenita.
Okay, we're okay. Break that down for me. Artho, gry,
Arthro
or arthro. Okay,
gryposis.
gryposis,
Yeah. Multiplex
multiplex,
congenita.
congenital. Woo. Okay, so for those of them that don't know, because me included, can you break that down? What that is?
Yeah. Okay, so congenita means from birth. So I was born with it. Multiplex means it affects all my limbs, so my arms, my legs. I have a scoliosis,
Okay.
so but my head seems to be okay. It's on pretty straight. I
It
think
is. It is.
I'm pretty good at thinking and wording.
Yeah, and your hair is flowing too, so it's cute too.
Yeah, so I mean, life's dealt me some challenges, but I think we all are ready to face what we have to face when we have to face it. I guess.
Yeah, very true. I definitely agree. So can you tell us what your condition is? Like what are the things that you have to deal with? What did your condition cause?
Okay, well, I'm gonna just show you. I can back up here. So I'm in a power wheelchair,
Okay.
and these are my hands, and these are my arms. And I mean, I can't bend my elbows, so I don't brush my own teeth. I don't brush my own hair.
Mm.
But I'm pretty good on the computer because it's at my height.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
yeah, there's others. There's lots of others like me, and I found my community of people like me on Facebook because
Really?
yeah, I didn't know anyone with my disability like
Yeah.
intimately at all. And when I started searching on Facebook, I found another Destiny in Pittsburgh with my same disability. And we like connected, we met up, and I went to Pittsburgh to meet her. And it was really cool.
That's cool. I love the fact. So a lot of people use Facebook for different reasons, and I
Mm,
also use it to find my community too. So I
yeah.
think that's like a great thing because you don't know who's out there, and Facebook does have some great opportunities to meet people that understand where you are.
Hmm.
So that's super dope. I love the fact that you met someone that's definitely just like you, that understands that when you do have your issues, they're like, girl, I get it too. And you don't have to explain it. And then some people be confused. Just all the things. So I definitely I get that when it comes to Facebook groups because I use them too for my benefit. So I definitely want to delve into a little bit of your story. You're very confident, and I love that. So I definitely want to get to the point of how you became confident, but I want to start from the beginning if you're okay with that.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So like you said, you were born with it. So um when your parents found out, how did that process begin? Like, where did it, when you were born, or as you were growing inside your mother's room?
Okay. So they didn't know there was anything wrong with me until I was born.
Hmm.
My parents were both chiropractors, paths, and applied kinesiologists. So in their own mind,
Wow.
they were the doctors, and they didn't need doctors.
Hmm.
And I was born at home with a midwife. So
Wow.
yeah, crazy. Um, I it was a weird. Uh, my because of my parents being like such equals in that they both did. So there were like two alpha personalities,
Mhm.
and they also didn't have me till my mom was 38
Oh, wow.
when she had me. Yeah. So they were well into their marriage, like they were like
Mhm.
10 years in. And so um, you would think that it might be a strong marriage. It was not. It was like falling apart kind of.
Mm.
And I used to get sick as a kid because of their fighting. I didn't know there was such thing, but my pediatrician opens up the book and shows my mom. It's called juvenile migraine syndrome, and it's from like the child hearing the parents fight and argue and not feeling safe.
So let me talk about that real quick because that's something that I'm very interested in, but that's something that's real. So the argument of your parents caused, was it, is it physical or was it mental harm?
Both. Yeah, both.
What's it
Because
called again?
it was called juvenile migraine syndrome.
So for you, what did that cause for you specifically with your physical?
Yeah, well, I'd have a migraine, and
Hmm.
I'd want to lay on the floor. That was the only place I could feel kind of comfortable, and
Hmm.
I would throw up a lot, and I'd be like that for 3 days. And
Wow.
my mom would think I was gonna die because I was like not a fat kid or anything. So if your kid's throwing up for 3 days, you're kind of like, oh my god.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I always was resilient. I always bounced back. I was meant to be here regardless of whatever,
Right.
whatever,
Exactly.
yeah, whatever people do to me. I'm meant to be here. So, and I didn't always know that. I was in a fire when I was 7 that my babysitter accidentally started. And then she went outside with the dog, and like the fire's blazing. And when she comes back in, it's like out of control. And she calls her mom and then her dad and then the fire department, that order.
Right.
Real smart
Wow.
girl. 13, whatever. She can't help it. But I was 7 years old, and I was in the living room watching Dirty Dancing for like the fifth time or something. I was, yeah, I was an advanced
Wow.
kid. My mom let me watch pretty much anything.
Hey, I get that. I get that.
Why?
So as you were growing up with this condition, were there certain limitations or were there certain type of um certain ways to how you were able to navigate the way you could for livelihood purposes
Uh, are you asking me about like employment or when I was a kid? And
when you were a kid? Yeah,
yeah,
we want to grow to where you are now.
well, so it's funny that you mentioned that because my best friend Mike, when I met him, we were talking about elementary school, and I said,
Hmm.
was always a challenge for me because I couldn't really raise my arm. It would be like, and nobody's paying attention. And
Yeah.
he's like, why didn't someone get you a hand on a stick? And I'm like, where were you? Where were you? Because like that seems so obvious now, but
Right.
this was like a childhood, thing that followed me through all of school.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's hilarious because that's such an easy, simple thing you can do to change your whole experience. But
Very
uh,
true.
they always found ways of including me in everything. So like even in high school phys ed, they had like adapted phys ed where we
Mhm.
would play all the sports, but like adapted and um, yeah, I mean, I feel like I was very lucky in school in terms of inclusion and involvement, and I never
Mhm.
really, I, I don't know. I always never felt as good as the good kids, but I felt better than I was like a middle of the line kind of
Yeah, yeah.
middle of the road, but I felt like more effort wouldn't do anything
Mhm.
because it was just like, no, this is where I am. I don't know what to say.
Right. Yeah, I definitely get that. So
Because
were
I,
you always in well, let me ask this right now. Are you considered wheelchair bound?
yes,
Okay, so were you always like that or did that gradually get there?
no, I was always the same. So my mom used to take me to Florida every winter, and I used to swim all the time.
Mhm.
And that's where I'm the most free. I can walk around in the water. I can walk around the spring 500
Mhm.
times. But yeah, I'm not capable of growing the muscles that
Mhm.
someone else normal has. Right.
Yeah, I'm understanding. I'm learning more. So
Yeah.
I'm thank you for sharing.
Mm.
Because I'm invested. I like to know, everyone's story from their perspective. Because
Mhm.
I deal with disability, but I don't know everything.
Yep.
So, and then these are for other people that may deal with something similar with you or
Yeah.
may know someone. I like to get the best from your perspective and your journey. Because you definitely seem like you've um conquered the battles of living with your condition, so I definitely thank you for sharing your perspective. So now I want to delve into now your adulthood when it came down to um just living in the world where everything is fast paced, everything you just it's a very not adaptive world. How did you adapt?
Oh, well, that's a good question. So in high school, I was very like timid and afraid, a wallflower.
Hmm.
Didn't want to stand out. When I had to do an oral presentation, it would give me like knots in my stomach, make me sick.
Hmm.
I would cry. I was very afraid of public speaking and putting myself out there. Um, when I went to university, I overcame a lot of that, and then I went to mm, other self development kind of programs. One thing
Yeah.
called Warrior Camp. It was really awesome, and I met these people who said, "Oh, I could so see you on a stage someday, and I'd want to introduce you." And I'm like, "What are you talking about? Like that's my biggest fear. Get out of here.
Yeah.
That's never gonna happen, right?" And then I kept hearing that from more and more people as time went on. And then my friend comes to me and says, "Hey, have you ever been to Toastmasters? I'm going to take you." And so I had no excuses. And so I ended up there and, practicing speeches. And
Mhm.
people laughed at my life. They thought it was funny. I wasn't trying to
Mhm.
be funny. I don't think I'm funny at all, but there you go. And I enjoyed that. Like as much as I was afraid of it, there was also like an element of excitement and like, oh,
Mhm.
the rewarding of people applauding and laughing and really getting something from your story. So I also went on a program that was all about sharing your story and how that's the most valuable asset you actually have is your
Right.
story and how you're able to tell it and the quality of that can help you last in your life.
Yeah. Very
And
true.
so that was one thing that like really opened my mind. And then when COVID came along and everything moved online, it was like all the barriers that I thought existed, like that were in my own mind, were just gone. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm actually free now. And it was like, I felt like such a hostage and a prisoner in this body. And yeah, so life is
I
amazing.
I now for with that I definitely can relate because COVID for me as well, COVID was just like an open door to like no barriers at all.
Mhm.
It a lot of, for I would say the able bodied, it was difficult for them because they're used to like, moving. And for us, our limitation is like the physical aspect of it. So what we do during COVID is our everyday life. So it was just like an advancement for us. And
Right.
then we literally took that and ran with it. And now like you are and like I am, we've advanced in our niche, in our expertise, and it's just like everybody else, they didn't take advantage. They didn't take advantage, but we did, and I
Yeah.
think that's super dope that you took advantage of that opportunity, to even better yourself, but then also share your story in the confidence to where people will understand what you're going through, but also they can take away some things with their life.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. That's
You
what
know,
I'm talking about.
when you were talking earlier when I wasn't here, you were talking about top tier. And that was just funny to me because my caregiver is a guy named Mike.
Uh-huh.
And he's like, I wouldn't just work for any of you. You're top tier cripple. And
Period.
and it was just like, oh my God, that's so funny. And you were talking about it. So
Because we are. We top tier. Can't nobody tell me no different. I don't care what nobody say. We are top tier.
yeah.
So let's talk about your caregiver really quick.
Yeah.
So when did you get a caregiver, and is he a 24-hour caregiver? Can you just explain to us the process of getting caregiver that would help you, that help your life?
Yeah, for sure, absolutely. So I lived with my parents, and they were my only caregivers, and we got respite care from a place called Lansdowne, and that was like a couple hours a week or like a few
Mhm.
hours a month, and whatever. And as soon as I moved out of the house, I got a thing called ODSP, which is called Ontario Disability Support Benefit. So
Mhm.
that covers my rent. And then I applied for this other program called self managed attendant care through direct funding. And so I'm my own self manager. And so I can hire my own attendants and
Mhm.
and then fire them if need be. And I have a bookkeeper and I send her the hours and she sends me back what I'm supposed to write on the check. And then I write them a, like basically it's a personal check, but it's out of the business account.
Right.
And he gets paid every 2 weeks. When I first started the program, I didn't know what I was doing because, you're brand new, you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
And so at that point I had a lot of female attendants, and they would come and go and not show up, and I would be relying on my parents a lot more than I wanted to, because in a lot of ways I really wanted to be completely independent from them and free to not depend on them,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
um, and so I was kind of praying for that.
Mhm.
And then I met this guy Mike, and we became friends. And he's not like a PSW or anything, but we were really good friends. And he was doing stuff for me anyway. And then my current caregiver at the time had moved out of the apartment she was staying in that was really close
Mhm.
by, and so everything just worked out that he moved in there. And then he was just like, he was kind of seeing what I went through with all my caregivers, and he was just like,
Mhm.
if you hired me, uh, we could totally,
Yeah.
have this corner niche kind of thing, like. And and at first I didn't believe him because I just didn't think a guy would want to do that for his life. I just,
Right.
my own limited thinking. So I
Yeah.
didn't take it seriously. And then he brought it up again, and I'm like, okay, well, if you're serious about this is what you'd be, doing. This is what you'd be getting paid, and blah blah blah. And we've been together for like 10 years now, and
Wow.
it's the best situation I've ever had. And my mom passed away last year, And
Oh, I'm
I
sorry.
think she wasn't going to leave me until she knew I was looked after. And, you know, God has given me two mics. One is my caregiver and one is my like partner in life, you know? And it's awesome. It like God is good. I'm
He
very
is.
I'm completely convinced, you know, like if there was ever a doubt in my mind, which there have been obviously in life, that's how it
Yeah.
goes. But now I'm fully on board. God, you got me and I know it, you know?
I love that. I absolutely love that because and just living with a disability, sometimes you do question like, I got like why has to deal with so much, and you just want to be able to just be free sometimes. Sometimes we just don't want to have to deal. That is what it is. But one thing I love about God is he brings in people, resources that will help you live a great life despite what you're dealing with. He always brings in people and things and scenarios that will help you better your life. And to be honest, like for us, it's so beneficial because that's one thing we don't have to worry about. We already worry about a lot of stuff
Yeah.
when it comes to our just living. So if anyone or anything will help relay or just take that part pressure away, it's so beneficial. And I think that's dope that you have a caregiver that can take that load off. And then that understands you and your friends. That's
Yeah.
even the best.
Yeah.
I love that. So can you share with us, based on your experience with having a caregiver, for those people that are kind of hesitant with getting a caregiver, how beneficial is it to inquire and also with your experience from not having one to having one, how is that better for your life?
Well, I don't know how I could live without a caregiver because I can't do anything for myself. So I
Yeah,
can't go to the bathroom myself. I can't shower. Like there's nothing that I can do. It's absolutely essential. And I've always had a caregiver, but the courage to hire a male caregiver and to just fully trust that, you know, he's got me. And yeah, I really, to me, it was very divine because I had had so many caregivers
mhm,
before him that um, just kind of, you know, in a lot of ways, just let me down again and again. And, you know, it sucks because it's like, this isn't just a job, this is my life. You know?
right,
And if you're going to miss, it would be nice if you would call somebody and have somebody else show up for you because you calling me doesn't help me.
right,
I'm,
yeah,
I'm still stuck in bed,
yeah,
right?
yeah. No,
So,
that's our reality for real. It really
yeah,
is.
yeah. So, yeah, no, caregivers are definitely essential. They were essential workers over COVID. So
Yeah,
that was also like sort of the nice thing is COVID didn't hurt me like that. You
right.
know, my caregiver was essential and he also lives in the same building I do. So, I mean,
That's
convenience.
perfect.
It's
Yeah,
perfect. Um,
I love that. I do have a random, super random question.
yeah.
Do you have a name for your wheelchair?
Oh, I used to call, I've had so many wheelchairs that I just don't even think about naming them anymore. But I used to call one of them Black Beauty,
Black.
which is funny because
That's so
like
cute.
I hated that book as a kid though. So it's like, I don't get why I did that, but
I love that though. Okay, so any of my guests that use wheelchairs, I always ask them what their wheelchair is called. So you got to make one up and you got to tell me.
what I thought Black Beauty was good.
Well, you said your last wheelchair was it. So
Yeah,
if this is it, then we can call it Black Beauty.
yeah, we're just gonna call them all Black Beauty.
That's what I'm talking about. Okay, cool. Black Beauty. I like that. I like that. I'm so glad to tell your story. Okay, listen. Thank you, Gail. And she is a great speaker. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate that. One, I definitely love your story. I love the way you're sharing it, and I appreciate again you sharing your story. It's definitely not easy at all. So I definitely appreciate that. But I want to ask you two different questions. One, what is the hardest part about living with your medical condition?
Um, I have to wait for everything.
Mm,
Hey, can you give me a drink? Okay, wait for that. Oh, I have to pee. Okay, wait for that.
mm,
Yeah, I'd like to go to bed now. Okay, wait for that. I think it's the constant waiting.
yeah.
And isn't that what God says? It's like, wait, wait, wait upon the Lord, wait upon the Lord. And so I've had plenty of practice in that department. Yeah.
I want to ask you a question about that. In the waiting process, in your waiting process, has that changed your perspective on life at all?
Yes, I always felt like when I was young, I was late to the party,
Mm, mm,
late finding, late getting a male caregiver, late finding my partner, just late for everything. And I
yeah.
feel like I wanted to be a mom so bad.
Hmm.
And I'm 45 now, and I'm feeling like, I'm really at crunch time if there's any possibility, but that's how I
Hmm.
feel. But I don't know. With
Yeah.
God, I think anything is possible, and so who
Very
knows?
true. Very true.
Yeah,
Very true. And we live in a world where there are definitely different options to have children. So
yeah,
if one doesn't work, God will make a way for another one if that's your heart's desire for sure.
yeah.
Thank you for sharing that because waiting is hard. It's definitely not easy. Um, so thank you for sharing that. Now on the opposite side, what is the most rewarding part about living with your condition?
I think it is all of the lessons that I've learned and the understanding that I have because of my disability, because I
Mhm.
see so many people out there, older than me that haven't learned my lessons. And I
Mhm.
feel like, oh, I'm so glad I got to learn those lessons. And also there's lots of handicap benefits. and they're
True.
not and they're not too bad. So, you take the good with the bad, right?
Exactly. Exactly. Very true. Very true. You definitely take the good with the bad. And it's an even trade. We deal with stuff, but we also have some perks because we deal with stuff. So
Right.
I definitely get that. So one question for those people that are struggling with living with the confidence with a disability, what's something that has helped you become as confident as you are?
Okay. Hmm. Hmm.
I know the questions.
Practice and time, I guess. I don't.
Yeah.
I had a lot of automatic negative thinking, which
Mm-hmm.
we all can get, and that was my reality for a long time. Was
Mm-hmm.
living in those cycle of negative thoughts. But
Mm-hmm.
I mean, nobody else knew I was suffering that. It was very like internal. It was all by myself. But
Mm-hmm.
I really wanted to overcome that, and I learned this prayer from it was a Hawaiian prayer, Ho'oponopono. It's I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you, and I forced myself to say that in my mind constantly, all day, every day, all night, every night, whatever, with every waking moment that would normally be full of my automatic negative thinking. I just replaced it with that prayer, repeating it over and over. And it felt like stupid and silly in the beginning. And then it actually started working and it really overwrit my negative thinking. And now it's like, right, negative thinking is really rare for me now. It's like, and if I hear something, I know how to twist it to the like, oh, well, here's an opportunity from that. And so, yeah, it's like practice, it's repetition, and it's just choosing, just the I am, saying I am, because whatever follows that is your truth and you get to live that.
I love that. That's really really good. Changing your mindset. Um, just because you can go left, what you're thinking, you
Yeah.
definitely can. So it is a choice, and I like the way you said that. It's a choice. It's a choice. You have a choice to how you live your life, and the stuff that you can't control, you just can't. But what you can control is the way you how you think about yourself.
Hmm.
You definitely can. So I love that, and I think that's very good advice for people that do deal with, especially physical disabilities, because that's what you see naturally. It's what you see. You see the problem every day. You're faced with the issue every day. So if you
Yeah.
change your mindset, that does help with your quality of life. Thank you again, so much for gracing the stage. I really do appreciate your time. Thank you for sharing your story. Where can people find you? Is there something? Two questions. One, where can people find you? And is there something that you're into that you would want to share with our community?
Wow. Okay, so I don't know if you can see behind me there, but I got a D&D board and little D&D characters because we have a D&D club every Wednesday. And it's just it's not like typical D&D. We kind of like make it open and like boundaryless, and you can do anything and your imagination is the limit. Like
Hmm.
we're going to play tomorrow and we're in the Harry Potter world tomorrow. And a lot of people are like, you can't do that. I'm like, well, we can, because it's an imagination game and we're using our imagination, and it's
Yeah, yeah,
super fun. And we have a couple kids that join us, and it's me and my two mics, and then these couple of kids that join us, and we've been playing for a while, and they like it, and their parents even say it's made them more social, it's made them more outgoing, it makes
yeah.
it's helping them in their real life, which I think is the coolest part. So that's fun. And so I'm at destinyshackleton.com. You can find me on Facebook, LinkedIn, X. um, uh, yeah, and all my stuff is at destinyshackleton.com. So you just go
That's
there. I'll find
for sure.
everything. Yeah.
Gabe, can you put that on the screen? And okay, and real quick, what is DND?
Oh, okay. So it's Dungeons and Dragons. It's a role playing game.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So these kids are role playing, and we're just having like so much
Yes.
fun
I was
creating
like,
characters. And
I
yeah.
don't want to ask, but what the world does that mean?
Uh,
Okay, D&D, yes, Dungeons and Dragons. Okay, yes,
yeah.
I've definitely heard of that. Okay, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, it definitely does get your mind going.
Yeah. It's been really, it was beneficial for me. I mean, I was like, what is this? What's the point of this? But then I was like,
Yeah,
this is awesome. And it's, yeah,
that's cool.
it opens
Okay,
your mind for possibilities and stuff.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Gabe, can you put a website on the screen again? Please, thank you. All the imagination that you can think of, please hop on. Get in on this, because you never know where your mind could go. Okay.
Yeah.
You could be the same, you could be anything that you want to be in
Yeah.
your mind. Okay. www.destinyshackleton.com. Yes, we love that. Thank you again
Thank you.
for gracing the stage. Before you go, we have a before you go question. Gabe, what's the question? Child, I don't know what it is. Would you rather have your own theme park or your own zoo? Oh, that's
Oh,
good.
that is good. Well, I think you could have a zoo inside of a theme park, so I'm going to go with theme park.
And we're thinking alike, because I like you. Because I was thinking that too. I want a theme park because I could put wherever I want it. And if I want a zoo, I
Yeah.
could put a zoo.
You have an animal section in your theme park.
Okay.
There you go.
So it's gonna be like five different sections. Whatever I want to be. I want one section to be a zoo. I want theme park too. Okay, wait, let's go a little further. What's gonna be the name of your theme park? Do you know?
Oh, hmm. Well, Destified Destinations.
And we love it. That's come on. That's what I'm talking about. Child, you got further than me because I don't even know what I named mine. Goodness. Oh, I think I know. Fooled you once. Oh, fooled you once. Theme park. I gotta come up with a better one, but because that one was hard. Hold on, because you done me. That was destination. What's it called?
Justified Destinations.
Destined destination. Yeah, that was dope. That was super dope. I like that. I like that. That was good. That was good. I'll give you that one. Thank you again, Destiny, so much. I was about to say Destified. Now you got it in my
Well, that's when I order my food and I'm all like caring about it. I'm like, I'm just justifying it.
okay. Period. Add a little razzle dazzle. We love that. Thank you again, Destiny, so much for gracing the stage. I appreciate it. Thank you for sharing your story. Thank you for being open, and thank you for giving us insight on what life is like living with your disability, but also conquering it. I mean, because you're killing the game, and that's no period.
Thank you.
Killing the game. Gabe's gonna put you in the back. Don't log off though, because we're gonna end the show. Love you, girl.
Thanks.
I don't know if she knows this, but we're about to be friends for life. So I hope that she is ready because she about to be stuck with me. Thank you, Destiny, so much for Grace and Sage. Her story is just like super dope, and I love that. Like I love the Destiny, Destified of the destination. Girl, I don't even know what she said because that was just like too top tier. I gotta. What am I doing? I don't know, but I need to figure my theme park name out ASAP. You hear me? ASAP. Thank you, Destiny, for gracing the stage. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. But let's get into the what? Okay, okay. And we love that in all caps. Pleasure meeting you. Let's get into the what? Church announcements. Also, y'all ready for church announcements? Good. Next Tuesday, we are live and in living color. Be clear. Y'all just see how Destiny, how she just raised the bar. The tear just got. So then my next guest next week. Are y'all catching it? It just yeah, yeah, yeah. Y'all get me? Next week, Gabe, what's the times? Cause you know I'll be forget. Thank you. 6 p.m. Pacific. Wait, the Dr. Doolittle's. Come on, Gabe. I forgot the time again. Please help my mom. Thank you. 6 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Mountain Time, 8 p.m. Central Time, and 9 p.m. Eastern. The fact that I don't be remembering, and I've been doing it for 7 years, that don't even make no doggone sense. Girl, where your mind? The mind game, the mind games, the mind. You should be knowing this stuff by heart. Whew. More than wait, that was a bar, ma. More than two legs. I think it's gonna be called laced and braced. Oh, that was good. Cause I have 2 leg braces, and then I've been wearing tennis shoes, laced up, braced up. Wait a minute, y'all! Don't take my stuff, bro. Just don't take my stuff. Cause that was kind of dope. Laced and braced and like. Okay, we're gonna figure that out later. Also, next church announcement. If you or someone that you know has a disability and they're comfortable with sharing their story, they have to be comfortable because not everybody is, and I'm okay with that. I got to be mindful of that. So if you or someone that you know is comfortable with sharing their story, please holler at me and let me know because they could be a part of the top tier community. All that's all I'm saying. And you will want to be over here because you see how we get things done over here. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. So if you or someone that you know wants to be a part of the top tier community and they're comfortable with sharing their story, holla at me. Cause 1 million rate ain't going nowhere. You feel me? It's just not. Sorry. Not sorry. Thank you. Now here's the disclaimer. Get your good get your good ear on. Don't hit me up. And don't bring nobody over here that hurt their elbow, that stubbed their toe, ran to the wall. That ain't got a paper cut. That ain't got nothing to do with me. We need real life stories. We need people that deal like real life stuff. Turn on the light and get some Neosporin. Cause that's all I'm gonna tell you. Okay? Thank you. We don't want to shun you away, but this just ain't for you. Okay? All right. So, if you or someone that you know wants to be a guest, please holler at me. Please let me know. I appreciate it. Thank you for all the ones that have sent referrals. I appreciate it. I don't take it lightly at all. Thank y'all for thinking about me. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for just seeing what we talking about over here. I love y'all just so much. Oh, all right. My time is part spent. I'm hungry, and That's all I got. Don't log off. Don't you log off because there's a. Okay, y'all know. Gabe, get me off the screen, please. My guests are too fly to pass by. Bars! Yo, that was good. My guests are too fly to pass by. Domo, you done did it again. Good night. I mean, you can't even keep up with yourself at this point. Gosh, that was good. My guests are too fly to pass by. That was top tier, is all I'm saying. Thank